Uspap page 121 Advisory Opinion 21 The Valuation Services Appraisal Practice Valuation services performed by an individual acting as an appraiser. Appraisal and appraisal review, development and reporting. Other valuation services when acting as an appraiser. 3 rules apply. Ethics rule, competency rule, jurisdictional exception rule. All rules apply. Valuation services when not acting as an appraiser. Standards apply. Which ones apply varies by assignment. No standards apply in these assignments. When performing these services, do not misrepresent your role, i.e., clearly communicate that you are not acting as an appraiser. Compliance with the record-keeping rule and scope or work rule is not required in these assignments. Examples: 7,521,027 Other valuation services when acting as appraisal and appraisal review, development and reporting. An appraiser. Valuation services when not acting as an appraiser. Brokerage appraisal. With appraisal report, researching market data. When acting as appraiser, consulting. When acting as an advocate, appraisal with restricted appraisal report, teaching appraisal courses ad valorem tax. Consulting. When acting as an advocate, appraisal with oral appraisal report analyzing specific elements of value, e.g. reproduction cost of functional utility, auctioning, expert witness testimony. Appraisal review with reports selecting comparable sales data. Consulting. When acting as an appraiser, litigation support. When acting as an advocate, mechanical computation. Property management, developing educational texts. Mortgage underwriting ad valorem tax. Consulting. When acting as an appraiser, leasing, agent. Calculation engagement, limited scope appraisal, valuation engagement or evaluation, providing raw sales data. Purchase price allocation. Litigation support. When acting as an appraiser, note. These terms are commonly used by appraisers to describe appraisals with a narrow scope of work. Regardless of the label used in the assignment, these opinions of value are appraisals as defined in USPAP. An appraiser might perform these assignments under USPAP by complying with the rules and applicable standards. Appraisers. USPAP applies to appraisal practice. The definition of appraiser and need for public trust establish the factor of expectation as the basis for an individual's public identification as an appraiser. Establishes a justifiable expectation that valuation services will be performed in compliance with USPAP. Because of the need to preserve public trust and confidence, obligation to comply with USPAP. Summary. An individual must comply with USPAP when required by law, regulation, or agreement. An individual should comply with USPAP when choosing to represent oneself as an appraiser. Appraisal practice is a subset of valuation services. Since USPAP obligations apply to those who act as an appraisal practice, the expectations of the client and other intended users for ethical and competent 121 Opinions 2018-2019 edition.